the record. So what you are asking that how do you apply this kind of thing? It is simple. You
Yes.
just sit in a meditation, think right with peace and calm, and you just start chanting. But make sure that you are aware what is happening, right? You are aware about the vibrations and the frequency that you're feeling when you're chanting this. I already explained in detail what actually this kind of mantra means. And my coach, Dr. Vishal Gandhi, already made an amazing video regarding that. Yesterday, I was just into his his session, and he just explained what is the power of it and how you can just utilize. You can ask any damn question regarding this, and I will be definitely happy to answer you regarding Shreem Brzee. And that our audience will also
Yes.
be able to know because there are a lot of queries, right? Now, some of them also think that it is not working, right? Just few of the people just watch the video and they just commented that it is not working. But it depends upon your belief system also. If you're considering money as a evil, and if you're having some kind of wrong belief, and even if you're in debt, then it will not work, right? Because you need to clear all the energy before, and then only you can just uplift your energy, right? Your frequency and vibration, and match that to attract the abundance. Now, I'm not just saying that you just do 2 to 3 times and it will work wonders. No, it takes practice, right? Because there are certain belief systems which you are having from the childhood, which needs to alter. So this will do all the work. You can ask any kind of a question. I will definitely answer regarding this. I will try to
Yes.
answer.
Like I think that most of the people who is going to watch this video may not have this idea like what is Shreem Brzee. It is completely new to us or unfamiliar to us. Could you please switch on the board and write the spelling so that people just have some kind of ideas by going through the spelling, right? I may don't have the idea. And after that you can just define what is this all about.
Just a moment. Okay,
I
so
myself that I haven't heard about it, right?
it depends, right? Because it is a wealth mantra, it is an abundance mantra, it is a prosperity mantra, right? And it has importance, it has power, right? Words has power,
Hmm.
right? So let me just
Because people are clueless, because as this word is completely new to me and most of the people have the same situation like me, so please let them know and let me as well know that
so this is the
what this
word.
word is all about.
This is the word. It I have explained in that complete video, 16 minute video I have made, and I have given the detailed
Okay,
explanation regarding this word, right? So it involves two
you can do
words here.
one thing after finishing this recording, you can just put your just link where you have just talked about these words so that people can directly access to this word and will just get to know and will just have clear picture. So for that you can just talk for a small so that people will just have at least ideas about this word.
No, you
And if
can
the
ask
people like,
different FAQ questions. See, explanation I already made, right?
okay,
But you can ask the life related questions like what you are going through when you're using these and all that. You can just have that kind
okay,
of
okay.
questions because explanation I already provided.
So before that, I wanted to know that how did you get to know this all about? Like, did you see any kind of video? So how did you extract all the kind of the knowledge that comes and see what should I say, breeze?
I have already just gone through Dr. Pillai, right? I have already taken just like
Hmm.
Gara Kara. This is also a switch word. I already made a video regarding
Hmm.
Gara Kara. So it's another kind of
So did you
word. It is a switch word, and it changes your frequency and vibration to abundance, to
so
prosperity,
did you
to
take
money,
did you
to
take
wealth.
any did you take and did hello?
Yes,
So, is there any books that completely rely on this topic and you just went through the topics and just got to know more about this
I
topic?
already told that I had a seminar yesterday with my mentor, Dr. Vishal Gandhi. and he just explained the importance of this. And before that also I knew about this because I have read, right? I know the insight
mm,
that how this goddess Lakshmi is harnessed into your home or whatever the workplace or whatever where you are meditating. You are just calling it, right, the goddess Lakshmi, and then that will help you to manifest abundance, prosperity, money, wealth. But there are certain prerequisites, right? You must be grateful for what you are having. You stop complaining, you stop whining, you just be kind to others, you give your 100% to your work, right? Not just chanting this thing and just not going to work, becoming lazy. No, it will not work. you
mm.
you must make an effort, right? And then only it will work. And believe that and trust that, right? It is like ask and you shall receive, right? It's like Aladdin genie, your wish is my command, right? So that kind of stuff happens.
Yes, yes, you said right. Like there are the people who completely loyal to their just works, and once in between of the works, once they just do this sort of the practice, so there will be a kind of the difference, right? But there are a different person who's completely rely on this sort of the stuffs, and they don't do works. They completely rely on the bed and seeing those kind of the stuffs, but it may not work for them. So that is why loyalty should be there, right? For you just works, and their hunger should be there. Like you want to earn money, you can just earn money, but apart from that, you can just go with this kind of chanting as well, and
Yes.
that's how you can just manifest it.
For example, I just now will tell you only, you just speak Shreem 10 times. Do now. Just close eyes and speak Shreem.
Shreem, Shreem,
Shreem. Yes, do this. First, listen what I'm speaking.
Shreem,
Shreem. Just repeat this 10 times. And then you will feel automatic vibrations in your body.
Shreem. Am I right? I'm
Yes, do
pronouncing
this.
right.
Yes, do this continuously.
Shreem, 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 Shreem. Yes, I did it.
So how are you feeling now? Are you feeling any kind of vibrations or something unusual, right? Which you have not experienced before this chanting. If you
Yes,
observe,
somewhere.
yeah, if you observe, then you will definitely feel because it has an impact.
Like, why is it not happening right now? Because I'm just facing you and you're just facing me. Somewhere you are observing. That is why my focus is here and there, right? But once I will just do it in a lone place or in isolated, then I may just feel something different.
Yes, and it is more effective when you do with this Akash Mudra. This is the Akash Mudra. When you connect the space element, right? And space is unlimited, right? So when you connect this and you chant, it is more effective, more powerful using this Akash Mudra. This is the Akash Mudra.
Okay.
And if you want to see the real example, then just go to Dr. Pillai YouTube channel and search for this. You will find thousands of comments saying that they've just received abundance, wealth, prosper.
Yes, it can be. Like, because I'm just completely unaware of this sort of the things, because I don't think so that there should be this kind of things exist. But as you are telling that, I can just believe, yes, there should be a kind of a power.
It is. That's why it's switching words. I already manifested thing from Arakara. When you speak this word, the atoms of your mind becomes new. Your mind will become new. You will be more conscious. Your alertness will increase with the help of Arakara. See,
Right.
it is not like, see, there are people who won't believe, right? But when you practice it and when you see with it and when you see the result, then only you will be able to know that no, what I am saying is correct, right? It's like you can't say how the road is when you want to reach the destination. But when you just go on through the road, then you will be able to see, okay, I am going to reach my destination. and this is helping me to
Hmm.
reach where I want to. That is the thing.
Yes. Yes. Yes, whenever we want to perform any kind of exercise, maybe it looks so tough and we cannot believe that it could be happen by us. But once we started doing that, we believe now it is so easy. What I was believing before, it was completely wrong.
Yes,
I'm into the loyal path or right path. The same thing happens with this kind of practice. I can
yes.
understand. Actually, I have, what should
See,
I say? I have,
you can
hmm,
also not understand when you don't know Reiki, right? Reiki healing. If you don't know, then you will not be able to understand any of such thing, right? But as we're just talking and we are having this podcast, so now you know me. So what I am saying, you are believing. But in reality, all those people who believe in
hmm,
Reiki, who believe in chakras, right, and the manifestation power, then they will be able to predict what this mantra is. And
right, right.
even if you see from the spiritual thing or religious point of view, you see Om, right? But the Om has scientific meaning also, right? Actually, the Om is actually aligning your all chakras. When you speak A U Ma, so it's a A U Ma combination means Om. So actually, you are channeling your energy from navel to the crown. So it is all the chakra getting
Hmm,
activated. So that's why when you see that when you go through any kind of meditation and people are not relaxed and they are just into some different thought, and so they want to be relaxed and good in a good state. So then people will definitely practice this Om chant. So when you practice this Om chant, your chakra will be aligned and then you will be automatically relaxed and your focus will be one at particular time. That is the power.
yes. Yeah, that is what chanting should be there. Like you can just close your eyes and just put yourself completely empty wall or empty rooms and just go ahead with Om. So that's how your focus is going to be established in one thing. Like point focus should be there, right? If you are, because you cannot do multiple things in one go.
Yes.
Like most of the people, what do? They have their just favorite food and they're just having food in right hand, and on the left hand they are just holding the mobile phones. So what is happening? You are not enjoying the moment of food because this food belongs to you and this is your favorite food.
Yes, sir. That's it. That itself is a meditation. Doing one thing at a time with 100% focus is the form of meditation. Like we are
Yes,
creating this content
yes,
and we are into podcast, so my 100% focus is here only. And now I'm not distracted with some other people talking or some any other sounds. No, my 100% focus and concentration is in this podcast only. So that is also in the form of meditation only. There is a form of mindfulness only. We need to develop as much as we can, and it is done by practice, right? It right, like for example, if you are having the habit of multitasking, so at first you will not focus your attention at one only, right? But when you practice continuously, slowly and steadily, you will get the focus and the mindfulness to do one task at a time with 100% efficiency with full focus. And when you see a
yes,
spiritual guru, any kind of enlightenment person, they do the work with 100% only, right? And one work at a time. And their work is excellent. You can take any spiritual guru, whether it is Sadguru, Osho, Krishnamurti, those who are just enlightened. That is a form of meditation, it is mindfulness.
right. Yes, mindfulness is very, very much necessary according to me, and for the most of the students are struggling a lot. They are just having a lot of distractions around their just rooms and around their just places. Like phone is one of them as well. Like most of the time, what do we do that whenever we just go for a study, we deliberately just put the phone beside the books. And what happens once we just get into the books, once we start studying, so sometimes now somewhere you are just interacting with the phone here and there, even if that you are not touching the phone. Now the
Yes.
things are just coming out. You are not getting the notification, you have just switched off the notification still. Now your just mind is on the phone. Now I should just check my phone. And it is a kind of the scientific, and even if you don't want, but there is a kind of the invisible energy which will just force you to touch the phone. The same thing just happens like we have the movie that is called Bhag Milka Bhag. So in Bhag Milka Bhag, we have Milka Singh. So he was completely focused on the Indian jacket. I have to grab this jacket. if I want to represent my
Yes,
country, and his complete focus put him into the dreams. So he was completely achieved the dream because of one focus only. So point
100%,
1 point focus should be there.
100%, and
Like
100%
if you
agree.
want to become a police, if you want to become a police officer, your eyes should be on the worthy. Your eyes should be on the gun. Now, once I will just hold this gun, I'm going to be have a complete change and have the become a responsible person so that I can serve the society by having them. So yes, your hunger and concentration should be in one thing only.
Yes,
But due to the social media trap, people are unable to do so because it is not that much easy. Meditation should be there. You should involve in different kind of the actions. Maybe that you are able to control your physical action or voluntary actions, but there is involuntary action that comes from your inside body, right? You are unable to control at the time unless there is a hard and fast practice.
yes. And
Hmm.
at one point of time, technology is also responsible. Like actually, AI is there, right? So AI is limiting now human tendency. Now people are just diving into technology and they forgot their important functions which they used to do. Now people are not even remembering their 25 table, like 25, 25 is a, they don't know. But they will take calculator.
Yes,
So it is such a bad thing actually, this technology. That's why I sometimes hate Elon Musk and technology because it is destroying the humanity. Right now, I'm connected to you, and we are connected to this community who is watching us, right? So now at some point, we are having human bond connection, but that doesn't work with AI, with machines, with robots, because they can't feel, they are not human. And moreover, when you cannot become a slave of technology because we created the technology, so we are
yes,
superior, not the technology is superior. Most
right,
important.
right. Yeah, the same thing you just told right now. Like, yes, like people know most of the things, but still we are just completely relying on the technology. As you told that 25 to 25, we already know that 625. Now we are not putting in effort, we are not pressurizing our mind to just think about this. And now this is, and we have the very clear and short resources we can easily access to it. And without just thinking or developing our just mind by just see whenever you just think something hard, so there is a pain in your just mind, and you don't want to just feel that pain, you don't want to spend a second to think of. So that is why we are just completely engrossed in technology and completely engrossed in AI. So we are just getting some short and precise answer, but still somewhere it is decreasing your minds, right?
Yeah, and that's why it is said that the most dangerous person right now is the person who can think, observe, and listen. Now, with the help of technology and all the other
Hmm.
stuff, we are just letting these all things are going, right? You are not thinker, you are not observer also, and now you are not listener also. All these things are gone with the help of technology advancement, and like people want everything very fast, right? So for example, if I'm creating this content of 30 minutes and 40 minutes, they are not interested in that. They will just watch 10, 20 seconds, that's it. They just want fast thing. So now what you're lacking, you're lacking observation, you're lacking listening skills, and you're lacking thinking ability. So
Hmm.
actually AI and technology is destroying human at such a level that you can't even imagine.
Yes.
That is
Yes, they are decreasing the tendency of the mind. We have a mind, but somewhere we are restricted to these things. Now we have the parameters and we have the options. We are using option rather than our just mind. So we cannot be improved.
yeah, like Elon Musk is inserting Neuralink. Now, what if there is a malfunction in Neuralink? Then what will happen? If
Hmm.
Elon Musk is just experimenting with the Neuralink, suppose that there is a
Hmm.
malfunction, then human will behave very differently. No one will be able to predict what will be the next step.
Hmm. Right.
And however you do, however chat GPT, however chatbot you install, but they cannot be beat humans because they are fed with data and they are with limitations. They can't go beyond. But only the
Yes.
human has a capability to think beyond, listen beyond, and observe beyond. That-
Right. See, when you do something, when you do hard work and just get the success, you have a sense of achievement. And when we have a replace of the robots, now robots do the same stuffs, so they will not show they're just feeling. They are not going to cry, right? They're not going to be happy when they do this sort of the stuff. So we should avoid this kind of technology as well. But because of some kind of the because it can be a kind of the profitable business in upcoming world, and that is why they are just increasing with these sort of the things. Now the machines are just coming in replace of humans. Like suppose that this is a land and we require to dig this land. So what we used to do, we require labors, right, at that time. But right now that all labors are empty with their just hand. They are not just getting any kind of works from the big people. Now the big people are just hiring robots and different kind of the technology, and with the help of them they just dig the things within a less span of the time. So somewhere you may save the time, but somewhere you are just destroying the humanity as well.
Okay, so now imagine that all the, which you just told, like labor is removed, right? So what will human do? Suppose I'm asking you only. Like for example, all the
Hmm.
labor work is laid off. Like for example, when you go to restaurant, that labor work is also gone. This digging is also gone,
Hmm.
right? So what will human do? Tell me. I'm asking.
That yes, that is why they indulge in different kinds of crime. If they don't have the work, what are they going to do? They will just exceed the limit. They will exceed their just humanity, and now they have to, or they just tends to, because see, money is very much important. With the help of money, you can just get the resources and will just feed yourself, so that you can just go for a survival. But right now that there are some limited person, see, everyone doesn't have a kind of the genius brain like Albert Einstein. So they do hard works in open air, right? So once they don't have the jobs, once they don't have the money, they have to do something so that they will just get the money to feed themselves. Maybe they will indulge in different kinds of crime. Like if
Yes,
there is a
yes,
bank, so they may
right.
just think of, I should just invade into this bank, I will just get the
Yes,
money. And it is
absolutely
happening.
correct. Yes, it is happening. Right, right.
Yes.
I agree 100%. And as you can see that we are just damaging our natural things. So you can also see a lot of earthquakes happening. Like for example, in Taiwan
Hmm.
today, earthquake. In Japan, it was earthquake. And you see that in 2024, actually is an eye-opening year. Everything which is real and genuine will come into existence. People will be aware that no, this is not good. The good nature is good because nature is somewhat beating human earthquakes, natural calamities, the climate change. Right? For example, there was very less winter in this year, and might be monsoon may be very high. So a lot of things changes are
Yes.
happening. Right? We actually we are there is I mean we are somewhat just somewhat near to the end of the world. Like such things is
Hmm.
happening.
Now the prediction are becoming false because there was a kind of the astrologer that tells that about the forecast of our just weather and about the season. Like now after March, we will just have the summer season. Now what is happening? Everything is altered and happening just differently. And the world are and environment is behaving to us very much differently, and very much uniqueness is there. Now
Yes.
we were supposed to that after March we will just have a scorching heat. Now in the mid of the March or in starting of the March, we are seeing that sun becomes so much cruel to us.
Yes.
Now we are unable to face the sun, and somewhere we have a kind of the disaster on this body. We will just have some
Mhm.
kind of a change, like there is a skin cancer.
Yes.
Somebody are just not dehydrated. They are just having lack of water in their just body. Because of that, we are just harassing a lot. We have been harassing a lot to the environment, and somewhere environment is harassing as well to us.
Yes.
So it is
Yes.
like give and take, give
Yes.
and take process.
Right. Right. It's really. I
And
mean
that is why,
this I mean, the things that are happening are really dangerous right now.
yes. Now I think that, see, there are two kind of the people. A person who doesn't have money at all. Now he has only a square meal. He is access to only three times food. He doesn't have more than that. Now we have the next person. He has lakhs of the rupees in his bank. crore of the rupees in his bank, still he is suffering. And this person may be not suffering because of that. He find himself that he's completely saturated with all these stuffs. He has all the resources that should be required for a person. He has piece of clothes, he has shelter to hide himself, he has family to spend with it. Now this person, somewhere that he has involved himself a lot by just showing the power of the money to the environment. So there is a drastic change in our environment because of him, because he is ruling the country, because he has a lot of the money. He's cutting down the forest, chopping off the trees, and just putting large buildings over there. Now we don't have the forest to just make equivalent of the natures, right? To make
Yes,
equivalence of the atmosphere.
yes.
And right now, somewhere temperature is par
Right.
excellence. Now
Yes.
temperature is more than expected.
And that's what is shown in the movie Jawan. Like you see
Hmm.
a billionaire at one point, and now in India is also there are kind of billionaires like Adani, then Reliance Jio. So now it's kind of picturing what you just told.
But I would like to announce one thing. Once you become a billionaire, and once I will become billionaire, I may not think like what are we thinking right now, what are we sharing with each other, because money is something which will completely hallucinate you or control your mind. You are unable to do so anything. You damn not show pettiness on this sort of the things, or these are the small things for you, because you are a complete billionaire. You have a possession of lots of the money. You can alter anything. Are you
No,
getting what I'm trying to say?
no, but I'm not. I don't agree with what you just told.
No. See, humility is there when you're poor, and humility is somewhere decreased when you become one of the richest person in the society. At that time, you don't value the person around you, right? And yes, it happens. You are unable to curb your just mind towards humility. Now you will think of that. I am going to those person who will benefit me. I am going to benefit them by the help of my just money. Now I am just going to ignore those people, those who is completely trivial for my life. The richest people think like that. Most of the people, richest people, because now they have different brain, and before becoming rich, they have different brain. Now they are poor with the humanity. Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I'm getting, but
Yes,
I can't picture what you were just trying to say, right? Because I haven't seen any kind of candidate like that, which you are just telling. Because I have never
I'm
seen
saying.
because I have never seen a
I
person from poor to rich, right? With a great example. Right? I just always visualize the rich kids or someone who is having only the lot of money. But see, remember one thing: when you are poor and when you go to rich, right? You know the suffering that you just gone through when you are poor. So you will not take any bad
Hmm.
step when you are rich. On the contrary, those kids who are just born rich, right? They will not consider struggle, and they will not consider the other things which we are talking about. And they may do what you just try to tell, that they will only look like their benefits and will never just bow down to humility, which you're just trying to say. So actually, if you are going from poor to rich, then you will not do these things which you're just trying to say. That's what I am trying. I'm making the statement
Okay.
because you know you have
But
suffered,
I go.
and
But
and
according
you
to me, I. Hmm.
and you know what it takes to make money and what it holds, that power, that money, right? Because you went from poor to rich, your journey.
But I do acknowledge, because I live in the society where are a lot of the villages, and in most of the villages, people, most probably 80% of the people are just poor. I've seen these sort of the things in front of my eyes, and that things made me compelled to think about, no, money is everything. If you are a poor person, you don't have the money, it means that you are somewhere into humanity. You are just thinking of, oh my god, if I would have been that amount of the money, that adequate money, then I'm just going to help this person. This person is suffering a lot. I'm unable to see this person. Now you're thinking like that because you don't have the money. Once you will just have a lot of the money, so money has a kind of power to change your mind. Now your
Hmm.
behaviors and traits have complete change. I've seen that. Maybe that there are some people who have this kind of traits, like they are unable, whatever the money they gets, it doesn't affect their just life. Maybe they are the person, but they are, most of the people are doing same. Now they are just not worry about what he was before 10 years, what he was before 20 years. He's just enjoying his money. He is not helping with the money to their just even relations, to their just friends, to their family. Even they are just kicking out of their family, kicking out their parents. Who you are? See, like once the poor person gets a BTech degree or gets a high education, and after that they get a chance to go to the different countries. Once they go to the different country, it means that he is going to leave his family alone, so that they could just grab a large package, right? Like high level package, more than crore rupees. Now he has just gone to there, he has shifted himself there. Now he's not worried about how their just parents are living. Now he doesn't have the time to just call even their parents. Why is he doing? Because of the money. He was poor before. Now he's rich by grabbing the package. And see, now the mother is in the pain and she is about to die. And now the son is telling that, okay, now he's waiting for when the serious condition will just come to her just mother, then he's going to come. Otherwise, my boss is not giving chutti. My boss is not giving me any kind of vacation. How could I just come here? Are you getting?
Yes.
I think money has a biggest power, man. Money will change you in 1 second. Suppose that you are just going on the road, or you're walking down in the road, and you are seeing that there is a large amount of the money on, that is lied on the road, and you just took the money and you are seeing here and there. If you are not finding anybody, there is a high chance that you will just keep the money in your just pocket. But yes, if there is some person who is second person who is noticing you that you have lifted the money, and at that time you will show your just softness, you will be self-centered. Now you are saying, okay, I have that kind of the money, now I'm just going to submit it in the police station, so that the right people will just take this money. So soft is there also, right? In the camera, people become so much people have so much humanity, but off the camera, or you can be genuine to yourself, but you may not be genuine in front of the large audience, right? So person who joins the stage, he tells, or she tells to tells only good things, right? So that she can just grab the attention of the audience. But once you are the off the stage, once you are the off the field, and once you are alone, you know that who you are. Question yourself alone, whether you are doing justice to the others, or making someone's fools by showing your just by becoming emotional, by showing emotional intelligence, and making someone's fools by showing your emotional intelligence.
Okay, so when you are saying all these things, right, that money has a power to change, right? Let us take an
Yes,
example of Manoj Day. So what do you think about it? He went from poor to rich, right? So, so do you think that Manoj Day has changed? If you're claiming
definitely,
that,
man, definitely,
huh? You think that he has changed?
definitely. Yes,
In what sense you are saying?
maybe in what sense, before that he used to use a only 7,000 to 8,000 phone, so that he could just have his video. And right now he's turned into the materialistic world. Now he wants to find all kind of the resources, all kind of the expensive resources, in the form of the car, in the form of the iPhones, or whatever. Now he's buying the land. See, Manoj, they had a home, right? He had a house somewhere, that he didn't have the money at the time. But what did he do that once he has been generating lots of the money? Now somewhere he sacrificed this home. Now this is not my home. Now I am going to buy my own and personal homes in somewhere like city area or downtown area. So somewhere that he has been dishonest. Maybe you are not getting, but what I'm trying to say, but yes, it is there. Maybe that you are judging him because of the on camera, the way he saw himself, right? But off the camera, you may not aware who is he actually. Genuineness integrity comes when you are alone, when you are not in the presence of the others and you are showing yourself off to them. Integrity should be there, right? Like suppose that you are telling, you have got a chance to speak something on the stage and you're telling that always do hard work, don't use much of the, don't involve yourself much with the phone, don't just see reels. Now you have just preached so well to the other people or audience. Now off the camera you're just coming to the home, so you are lying on the bed and seeing a lot of the videos, you are doing the same stuff, but on the stage you spoke something else. So integrity should be there. Very less people who could just follow the integrity. In the present of the people say a lot of the good things, but in the absence, people just gets easily out of the track. Yes, but there are the people who shows integrity. They are the people. I'm not saying that there is no any people existing in the world who doesn't have this sort of skill. They have. They are still showing humanity even if they have just more than crore rupees, right?
Like I know Ratan Tata.
Hmm.
I
Yes.
There are many other people also who is not on social media, but their impact is huge and they never show off the things. And they are still what they used to be when they were poor. You can also take the example of Warren
Yes.
Buffett. He uses the same car, though he's having billions of dollars.
Hmm. Right. Yes, there are some great people in the world as well as in India. Like we are Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So he had a very he has a great skill, but still that on the other hand we can see that he shows so much simplicity. He has a go down of the cars, go down of the bikes, but still he uses Boxer that bike. Like when he was not becoming that kind of the famous cricketer at the time, he was TT. He used to work in the station to check the tickets.
Yes. How
So
long?
have you just
How
read this book?
No? How long is this book?
Around 200 pages,
I
but it is a
have
bit tiny in the shape.
I have the monk one, not this one.
The monk who sold Ferrari.
Yes.
Yes, same